Nick Hawkins, outside London Stadium, West Ham Fan TV, post-match reaction, replaces the post-match pint. Frankfurt have beaten us tonight, 2-1, in a semi-final of the Europa League, which is still a mental thing to say, to be quite honest with you, but it is what it is. You've got to take your chances when you get to this levels, and that's what we didn't do tonight.
Yeah, you've got to take your chances, but I think I can't believe some of the negative out here today, negativity, honestly, I can't believe it. It's like we're out. You know, it's half time. You know, people said it was over against Seville. People said it was over against Lyon when we drew here 1-1. You know, it's only 2-1. It's half time. There's still 2 hours of football to play. So, look, you're right. You have got to take your chances, but we've hit the woodwork 3 times today. You know, on another night, we could be sitting here now thinking we've won 3-2, 4-2. You know, remember, when we beat these last time, we lost the first leg 2-1. You know, I know it's different. We're going away to them now, but I think that suits us going away because I look at their record at home and they're not great at home. You know, they've not won in the last 5 in the league. I think they're 10th in the table. Their fans get on them, so I think it's set up for us to go there. And you know, I'm not down because I think that Frankfurt were the better team tonight. They were the better team. They spread the play better than us. They wanted it more. You know. The early goal killed us, I think. It killed the atmosphere in the ground straight away. You know, everyone was buzzing. 50 seconds later, that's it, bang. People was getting negative straight away. We got back into it.
I mean, it's a good goal from them. It's a brilliant header, but it's ball watching.
Yeah, 4-0 just switched off.
Yeah, that's the problem. We didn't come out, did we? We didn't start. And
we've done that against Lyon.
Yeah, 4-0's got caught.
We seemed a bit nervous. I think the players, there was a bit of nervousness within the team at the start.
This is the biggest game they've played. I mean, apart from a couple of players in that team, Zuma's played in big games before. Obviously, Declan Rice has played in the for England in the European Champions. Souček. This team, this is all new to them, and it's a lot of pressure on them. You've got 60,000 fans here turn up tonight expecting us to win this, and there's a lot of pressure on them. And look, it didn't go away tonight, but the game's not over. We're not out.
No, that's the thing you got to look at. Look, they played well. Their midfield, I thought the movement in their midfield was brilliant. You know, they moved the ball well. They looked like they had a spare man the whole time in that midfield. But like you said, they didn't dominate us. You know, we've lost the game. Which, if that game was a draw tonight, you would have thought that was a fair result.
They didn't dominate us. They frustrated us.
Yeah,
that's what they done.
Exactly. They've done their own work. They worked out our strong points. I thought we were a little bit slow in the build up. I thought when we got the goal, when we some of our best attacking play was when we were a bit quicker. You know, we're a bit quicker with passing, 1-2 touch passing. There's too many times where we take that extra touch.
I think that's years old, that problem. I'll be honest with you, it's years old, that problem. Times when we should be swinging it into the box. Johnson was a big culprit of that tonight, not getting it in quick enough. He had times when
he got caught out of position a lot tonight.
Somebody said we was playing 5 at the back. I didn't know.
No, we didn't.
We wasn't. 5 at the back.
It looked like that from the start, with the way we conceded the goal. You look at Fornals was a lot deeper than what Johnson was. Johnson seemed to get up the pitch a lot more, but I think that was more to try and keep Kosic's back, because he is quite a threat going forward down that left-hand side.
I mean, it's easy for us to say now, but when I looked at the starting lineup, and I said to you off camera, didn't I think that maybe Soufal might have suited this game a bit more, just for the defensive side. And Johnson's good at going forward, but tonight he was just getting caught out too much. But I don't want to slate Ben Johnson, because I think he's been brilliant, and he put, after his performance against Chelsea, he probably deserved to start tonight.
I think the big problem is, I look today, is we lack a lot of pace, and I think when you look at it, Johnson and Creswell, 2 fullbacks, both of them just don't really have pace. And I was looking at Johnson a lot today and realising, geez, he's slow, and I think that costs us quite a bit, and up front as well.
They've done their own work on us as well. They know we like to play it around the back. We know we like to keep the ball, keep possessions. Oh Jesus, they're all coming out. It's going to be like the zombie horde. Yeah, but you know, they done their own work tonight. They pressed us. They didn't give us a lot of time. We like to play too close for my liking. We don't spread the play enough. You know, we like to play little tippy-tappy football. We give it away a lot tonight, trying to, you know, I don't know, little one-touch flicks, one-touch passing and all that sort of thing. We need to spread the play a bit more, and that's what you see from Frankfurt. They stretched us.
But there's been times that I've seen us spread the play so much this season and not do anything with it. When you say we're playing little balls around the corner, little flicks, at least they're trying things like that. And if they come off, we'll all be sitting there going, "Oh, it's brilliant." But it's when it don't come off, we're soon to jump on their backs.
Yeah, you saw in the second half when Ben Rama come on a couple of times, he tried it and got the better of the player. And then, but like you said, with the negativity, he tries it, beats the player, tries it and beats the player. Next time he does it don't come off, and everyone's on his back.
Yeah,
And,
exactly.
why the
I
fuck
don't
you
understand
doing it?
that. I don't understand
He got brought on to do something, and he was trying to do
And
something.
he did. He was creating chances. He had a chance where he hit the post, which was a great shot.
He needed to score that one where when the player was down.
Yeah.
Do you know what would have been why he needed to score that as well, or at least force a save? It's if that goes in, one of them probably clumps him.
Yep.
And then
Well, not only
goes
that,
down
I
to 10
mean,
men.
looking at it, I mean, instead of him going for goal, there was two
was two
players
players
open.
there,
But
yeah.
I think it was Bowen and Antonio maybe rolled in. But on a positive side, I mean, it was good that Antonio's got himself a goal. You know, it wasn't the greatest finish in the world. It was a scrappy one, but he's there. He's tapped it in. And after that, for the 10-15 minutes after that, it was like Antonio was buzzing, wasn't he?
I'll be honest, I thought after he scored, he looked like he was going on to have a good game, and then he had that spell of 10-15 minutes, like you said, and then that was it. You know, he was non-existent for the rest of the game. I think they defended him really well, and it was frustrating at times. You know, he done good spells at holding the ball up, stuff like that, but other times again it's bouncing off, and you know, it was just unfortunate. It just weren't his night, and they did defend really well.
There was a
against
couple
him.
of, I mean, Souček had an half chance, didn't he? Volley edge of the box that went well wide.
That Bowen one where it's the post, from our perspective, I was looking, how the did he miss that? And I thought Bowen, that was one of his poorer games for us today. Like, apart from them couple of
I
chances.
thought it was positive though.
But
I thought
he still had our best two chances.
Yeah, he did.
You know?
But I just think he weren't as involved as much as you want him to. And maybe that's not his fault. Maybe that's the player's.
That's the thing. As Ryan said earlier, like they're not great at home, and I think although they was organised, we created enough tonight.
That's it.
Yeah, I think they're there for the taking at the back, definitely.
The big problem I had was our set pieces, because that's our strong point, right?
Yeah, but they've done their own work.
Yeah, but you
They've
say
just
they've done their own work. When you're playing them straight into the hands of the keeper, time and time again.
I said exactly the same to him, mate. I said we done about 4 or 5. I said, why not try something different? Like they think we're going to go there. Someone drop on the edge of the box, roll it off, have a shot. It's something different.
You look at the goal we got. The goal we got, it was played away from the keeper. Yeah, it ended up. I think it was a flick onto the back post, and Rice hit it and it bounces off of Antonio. But after that, the corners were then going to the keeper. The keeper didn't flap once. Put the
Free
keeper
kicks as well, were the same,
put the
weren't
keeper
they?
under pressure. If he doesn't flap, don't put it on him again. Because if he don't flap on that first one, he ain't going to flap again.
Thing is, though, I mean, we do score a lot of goals from set pieces, so I do understand why they try to be consistent trying it. But sometimes just mix it up a bit. Throw the opposition off by just rolling one to the edge of the
They
box.
weren't like Leon though. They had them corners scouted, mate. There was going to be no near post goal there. They had that well scouted. But
Put it in the centre, let it bounce around, see who gets the red on it first, and you never know. You've got more chance than if you just keep going it close, where the keeper just easily can just come out and catch it. That was what drove me insane today, because we've got so many good players that can score from corners.
I think on the if I look back at the game, I'd probably say it's a fair result tonight, and I think we're still in the game. If it had gone 3-1, it might have been a bit different, but it's 2-1. Yeah, it nearly did, but it could have been 2 or it could have been 3-2 to us. It was one of them games tonight, wasn't it? It was just like, you know, Frankfurt, as you said, done their own work. They was good on the counter attack. You know, decent players. It was his name Knuth, is it, up front, who scored the first goal?
yeah.
You know, it was a great finish. He's lost his man, and 4 nails are switched off 50 seconds into the game. I mean, it couldn't have gone any better for them.
I think the thing is, when a goal goes in that quickly, you've got a game plan. And as soon as that goes in after 50 seconds, you're at 6s and 7s. You're thinking, fucking hell, like we weren't expecting that. It was a fast start from them. We switched up. We started, as I said earlier, we started the same in Lyon. And we got away with it when they hit the post early on. And then we grew into the game. We need to go to Germany next week, make sure we don't concede early. They won't be flying forward at us like Lyon were. They won't be flying forward like that. They're going to try and keep it organised. That's what they're going to try and do. They're going to try and shut up shop. All we've got to do is make sure we create enough chances and take them this time.
Thing is, as well, mate, no team wins any tournament in the world without having nights like this.
Exactly.
You know, all teams have done it. We've seen Chelsea, who've won the Champions League last season. They had nights like this. You watched the Champions League the other day. You go through all the years. Teams have these nights, but then they go on and end up winning the tournament.
It's how you respond. I said in the preview that you look at Moisey. Moisey always seems to use that first leg to sort of fill an opposition out. And we're not out of the game, like you said, it's half time, and we will improve out there. We need to get the grips with their midfield, the movement that they had. They seem to have a lot of space in there.
That Coward, man, he was tearing us apart.
Very good.
We haven't really got the players to do that though.
I think we have.
But
I think we have.
I think that's where the only thing I'm going to say I thought Moyes shouldn't have took Lanzini off. I think bringing Ben Rama on for a like swap with Fornals and leaving Lanzini in that middle of the park.
Fornals was part of that. He was poor.
I think the only reason though he leaves Fornals on is for his work rate, and he puts in the tackles where Lanzini doesn't go to ground, does he? He doesn't really put in them tackles.
But Lanzini gives you more on the ball. When Fornals is in that number 10 role, he sort of stays forward more like a sort of Kevin Nolan wanting to get
I agree.
Stuff
He
like
was
that.
intercepting a lot of passes as well, Lanzini as well.
Exactly. That tackle that he put in when he lost the ball, and Ben Rama as well. I think he lost the ball and went and put in a great challenge.
Yeah, I thought he played well. Ben Rama.
Declan Rice put in a few last-ditch challenges. Well, when they went on and they hit the post to nearly make it 3-1, if that had gone in, that would have been Declan Rice's fault because he was too busy in midfield trying to shake someone's hand and explain himself. Don't worry about that. Just get on with the game.
That really pisses me off, and that is, I think Keane picked up on it in the Euros between England and Scotland. You can be nasty. You haven't got to be the nice guy all the time. And as soon as their black player, he got up, walked back towards their goal, and then sat back down again. But as soon as their player's down injured, they play on themselves.
I said this the other day. I love Declan Rice. This is one side of his game he needs to get her out. He's got to stop being nice. Tell him to fuck off, get up, walk away. Don't stand there and shake his hand, try to explain yourself. The game's going on around you, and it nearly cost us.
I see a lot of that as well with our players not playing to the whistle when they think, oh, is that a foul? And some of them sort of pause for a second and then go, oh, okay.
Why the Frankfurt players were having a go at our players? It's the referee's job to stop the game, not the players.
It's in the rules. Unless it's an head injury, you can play on. So just play on. The geezer was play acting. It's one of them things. It's what they're going to do when they're a goal in front, and we've got to be wise to that. We don't play act enough. I don't like seeing diving and stuff like that, but when you're trying to run down the clock, you've got to do what these European teams do. You've got to play them at their own game.
One thing I would say about Declan Rice tonight, his work rate's getting back and winning them tackles and trying to G up the crowd, G up the players as well. That's what he's there to do, and he had a great game tonight, Declan Rice. And I don't ever like criticising, but sometimes you have to. Yeah, Dawson was good. I thought it was great to see Zuma back in the starting lineup. What a boost that was.
You could tell he's come back early. He went down a few times.
Yeah, but every game I see him play, he does it. I don't think I've ever seen one game Zuma where he don't go up for a corner and lay down in the box and then hobble up. It's just what he does. But look, we're still in the tie, mate.
It's positive. It's positive.
Yeah, of course it is.
There was a lot of positives to take out of the tie. And let's be honest, next week, what Moisey needs to be talking to them players and saying, this is the night where you can write yourself into history. Because we played the game tonight.
Not talking to the mic
at half time.
We putting the mic up there for?
At half time, the 11 players were out there at half time. They want to be there in 20, 30, 40 years' time doing the same thing because they've got a chance to make history next week. It's going to take some heroes, but
Yeah, it's got there can be a lot of heroes tonight next week. So you're right. They just go out there and be part of history. They've got to go. This is their biggest game in their careers, their West Ham careers next week. But that might not only be the biggest game. If they go out there and win next week, they've got a bigger game to look forward to in a few weeks in Seville if we get there. But there's a lot of positives to take. It's half time, and we go again next week. And we've done it in Lyon. Everyone writ us off against Seville. Everyone writ us off in the group. All these, they won't make it out. We've done that. We got through, went to Seville, lost 1-0. Oh, we're out. We come here, we beat them. We went 1-0 here with Lyon. Everyone walked out, heads down. We went there and won 3-0. There's a lot of positives to take. The game ain't over. We're still in the tie, and we're going to crack on.
All right, brilliant.
Arsenal is irrelevant. Don't care really.
Oh, fuck Arsenal. I don't give a fuck about Sunday.
No. I'm very interested to see me put out.
Yeah, I won't play Zuma on Sunday.
No.
I won't play anyone.
Yeah, well, that's it. You look at Rice, Antonio Bowen.
I'd put the same team out that we put against Zagreb at home here let the kids play against Arsenal.
Look, we have to see Vlasic in that game, surely.
Yeah.
I was so surprised he didn't start against Chelsea, but I think a good rotation. But when you look at it, how many players he did rest, we've done really well against Chelsea.
Yeah.
I think we can frustrate Arsenal and really stop them. We play compact, stop them scoring. Who knows? We can either get a draw or, like he tried to do against Chelsea, bring on some players and nick it. You never know. But obviously, all eyes are on the next
pressure's
game.
on Arsenal as well because the top four's in their hands, isn't it? So,
I
mean, United and Chelsea drew tonight. So, it's still a big game. It's a London derby, but I think all our eyes are on next Thursday in Frankfurt.
Absolutely. Thank you very much for joining us on this edition of West Ham Fan TV's post-match reaction. Go and check out all the fan cams that we've done. We'll be building up towards Arsenal on Sunday, and then the big game next week. Next Thursday we'll be out in Germany creating content out there, so keep your eye out for that. If you're a patron, the new Hammer It Out podcast has just gone up, so go and check that out. And if you're not, go and check it out anyway. Thank you very much. One thing left to say. Come on, you
Count you ones.